Welcome to Jewish Inspirational Stories. We're reading from the book Vayamayin. From the first time is the trick. Rav Yisrael Meir Lau, the former chief rabbi of Israel, related a story. A Talmid Chacham had many Talmudim who adored him, as did his family. Then one day the Nazis marched into the town and the Jews were all rounded up. The rabbi, along with nearly his entire family, was slaughtered by the Nazis. After the war, one of his Talmidim discovered that the rabbi's daughter had survived the war, physically that is. Spiritually, her spark had long ago been distinguished. After her experiences, she turned her back on Yiddishkeit and was no longer religious. Moreover, she was so disenchanted that she enrolled her child in a Catholic school. The Talmid tried to contact his rabbi's daughter, but she had no interest in connecting, and his letters went unanswered. When he tried calling her on the phone, she refused to speak to him. Left with no other recourse, he picked up and got on a plane headed to Belgium, where she lived. After arriving at her home, he knocked on the door. No answer. After all he'd invested in the trip, he wasn't backing down so fast. He continued knocking until she finally opened the door and stated, quite clearly, "Go away. I know why you came, and I do not want anything to do with your people. I started a new life and I'm not interested in anything connected to my past. Leave me alone." The Talmid asked for one thing. "Would you mind just giving me a glass of water? It's been a long journey and I'm quite thirsty." How could she say no to such a simple request? She handed him a glass of water. He picked it up and began to make a bracha out loud. Baruch atah. Suddenly she began to scream. "Do you know what they did to him? Do you know what they did to your rabbi? He was wearing his talis and tefillin, and they pulled the tefillin off his head and used the straps to whip him. They smashed his skull with the tefillin boxes. He was rolling on the floor in his blood. That was the last time I ever saw my father, your rabbi," she said between sobs. "So no, I do not want anything to do with you or your people. Go away," she repeated, disappointed but not yet defeated. Her father's Talmidim said softly, "I am so sorry to hear that. I'll do your bidding and leave. But first, I have one question for you. Who wins? If you put tefillin on your son, then you are the winner. If you don't, you raised him as a non-Jew, then Hitler and his cohorts, the ones who murdered your father in cold blood, are the real winners. So many times the Yetzer Hara tricks us and fools us. He makes us look at something inappropriate and we think, that's it, he won. We lost." No. Round one is the Yetzer Hara tricking us. But then comes round two, in which we must ask ourselves, who wins? If we look again, then the Yetzer Hara won. But if we control ourselves, then we won. The first time is the trick. The second time is the battle. Thanks, and we'll continue tomorrow.